Are you a published author wondering what's next? You've done the hard work, your book is out there, but now you're asking, how do I get more readers? How do I turn this book into opportunities? Hi, I'm Sharice N. Johnson Moore, publishing consultant and visibility coach. And I want to personally invite you to the Publish Now What free webinar. In this live session, I'll share the 5 biggest mistakes most authors make after publishing, how to build visibility, credibility, and momentum, and how to turn your book into a powerful tool for your brand, business, or ministry. Don't let your book collect dust. It's time to amplify your voice and walk boldly in your assignment. Register now, it's free. Click the link in the notes or description. Seats are limited, so don't wait. You're published, now what? Let's answer that together. Hello, More Connection family. This is Sharice N. Johnson Moore, welcoming you to another episode of the More Connection audio newsletter. If you're an author who's just released a book, or even if you've been published for a while, this episode is for you. Today, we're talking about how to take your book from release day to booked solid. Building lasting momentum that opens doors, grows your audience, and increase your impact. So today we are on this topic of from book release to booked solid. Publishing your book is an incredible milestone, but it's only the beginning. The real work begins when you leverage your book to position yourself for interviews, speaking opportunities, and reader engagement. So, I want you to get your pen, pad, notebook, everything, and take notes. And come on, and let's deep dive into some things I want to share with you about how to become from book release to booked solid. So come on now, let's get busy with today's. Are you ready to take a journey through the soul, through time, and across the vibrant culture of the Caribbean? Oceans of Thoughts, Book 1 by Rosalind Servine McLean, a stirring collection of thought-provoking poetry that will move your heart and awaken your spirit. Known for her expressive language and poetic brilliance, Rosalind invites you to experience raw emotion, family stories, culture, pride, and the beauty of life's struggles and triumphs, all through her masterful play of words. Whether you've felt loss, joy, heritage, and hope, you'll find yourself in these pages. This is more than a book. It's an inspirational walk through the inner self, life, and history. A true must-read for all generations. Available now on Amazon and at oceansofthoughts.com/books. For inquiries, email ruthmclean2@gmail.com. Oceans of Thoughts, Book 1. Dive into something real. All right, come on in, have a seat. And let's deep dive into our topic for today. It is from book release to book solid. You know, being a published author is a task. It is a task, especially if you are a self-published author. That means doing everything yourself, unless you're paying for outsourcing the work that you want done. Okay? So, in order for us to get from book release to book solid, here are some pointers I would like to share with you today. Your book is a doorway. Your book is a doorway. Your book is not just a product. It's not just something you throw at people and tell them to buy. Okay? It is your credibility tool. It helps you build your credibility as a writer. It opens doors to media, podcast interviews, ministry opportunity, and courses. Always think of your book as a platform starter, not the finish line. Always think of your book as a platform starter and not the finish line. You want to build a really strong author platform. Building a platform means that it includes a website, your social media, email list, and media presence. Platform includes your website, social media, email list, and media presence. Regular, intentional engagement builds trust and authority. Regular, intentional engagement builds trust and authority. And you want to use your book content to create blog posts, social media posts, and discussion guides. You can use your book content for creating blog posts, social media posts, discussion guides, shorts, reels, so many things you can, and when you get interviews, and speaking engagements and things like that, you also want to include them in your exposure, in your marketing plan. you know, exposure, telling everybody, because a closed mouth do not get fed. Okay, and the more that they see that you're involved with a lot of things pertaining to your book or community activity, things of that nature, they are more receptive to buying your product, your book. Okay, you want to engage with your readers. I cannot emphasize this one enough. Engage with your readers. Don't just sell the book. Connect with your audience. Connect with them. Sit down, have a conversation, have a one-on-one. Say, "Oh, I really like to meet you and, really get your opinion about the book, and we have more time to talk, offer them a one-on-one when they purchase your book. Okay, well, you purchased the book today. We can have a one-on-one conversation for maybe about 30 minutes. Give them 30-minute free 30-minute conversations. Tools like Goodreads, Facebook groups, or Discord. That's another app that you should look into. Or another one I have for you is Substack. It's called Substack. And, to help you build your community, use these apps intentionally to build a community. If you are a Amazon, if your book is on Amazon, it's also connected. KDP is also has an umbrella company, which is Goodreads. So, create your Goodreads account. Create your a Facebook group just for your book, so you can interact with your audience, because that will have a more in-depth reach with your audience, with your audience that become your readers. And offer sneak peeks, Q&A sessions, and behind the scenes content to keep readers invested. Okay. Sneak peek. Okay, you might got you have one book, and then you have another book coming out, and you may, say, okay, well, I'm just revealing today that I have a new book cover for my new book coming out, and here it is, and you show the book. You reveal what the book, or you can even have a reveal party, a book cover reveal party. You can make a party out of anything when it comes to your book. Okay. So, sometimes we have to do what we got to do to get the sales, to get people to really be invested in supporting what you're doing or you're bringing to the forefront in your business. Okay, behind the scene content. Okay, you may want to do one day, you at an event, you're a children's library, so you got children's book, and you're doing reading your book to the children. That's behind the scene content. That's considered behind the scene. Okay. You may want to put a behind the scenes, say, okay, I have a book signing today at Barnes and Noble, and I will give you behind the scenes content for that event when I am at it. You may want to do live video. You may want to do have somebody take pictures of you signing books, and take pictures of you with the person that purchased the book. That is a good behind the scene moment of the people that have purchased your book at the events that you attend. Okay. Question and answer sessions. Okay. Those are what I mean by you have a private one-on-one. When a person purchases your book, you offer this, and you say, okay, you can come and ask me Q&A questions about the book and things like that, or you could have it in a group, like you have like maybe 10 people have bought your book, or 20 people bought your book, and you come and bring them in once a month where they can ask their questions. Okay. And you can also use that Q&A content as on your YouTube channel to show it's a behind the scene content. Okay. Use your book to attract opportunities. Use your book to attract opportunities. Pitch yourself to podcasts, speaking events, and media outlets. Okay. So if you know someone in the, that's a news anchor at at a TV station, and they have segments that they have interview authors on it, you may want to apply. You may want to pitch yourself for that. There's always conferences. There's so many conferences, and they're always looking for speakers. They're always looking for speakers, but make sure that your book aligns with what the conference is about. Okay. Podcasts, live interviews. Everyone is doing live interviews on the social media platform. Okay, get in contact with the person that's having these live events, and pitch yourself to them that I would like to be interviewed. My book is such and such such. Da, da, da. You got to get. Okay, I always tell this to authors. Get out of the box. Get out of being comfortable in the box where you've gotten so comfortable with a certain group of people that you stifle yourself and you do not grow. You have to get out the box. I know, get out the box. If you're a part of an anthology, get out the box. Get out the box. Spread your wings. Talk about your chapter that you wrote in the book. Do your individual interviews for your part in the anthology, because that brings more exposure to that anthology. And if you have been in an anthology before, you know that each author is given a certain amount of books that they are selling for their self. So you want to sell as many books as you can. Okay. Your kit should include your bio. We're talking about the author. Have an author media kit. It should have a bio, book info, high resolution image, talking points, and contact information. Have an author media kit ready to send when opportunities arise. It is so many authors I have interviewed on my show, Authors Excerpts Sunday, when it was when I did it. And a lot of authors, didn't realize they needed an author media kit. So if you are in need of an author media kit, please reach out to me. We can sit down and have a free one-on-one consultation and we can put it together. Or I could send you a PDF if you like. I'm going to put the link to a PDF that I created for authors for the author media kit. Okay? That will be in the description box. That is a giveaway for today. All right. And then we want to go and keep the momentum going, right? Keep the momentum going because plan a follow up content, promotions, and engagement campaigns. Yeah, you might have had that launch. Yes, you might have had, your big day, book signing, things of that nature. But you always want to have a follow up with the people that have put their names on your email list. Okay. You want to have access to the people that have may have shown up to your, whether it was virtual or it was live, in person. Okay. Event where you want to give them a follow-up for content, the promotions that you might be having, and the engagement campaigns. Okay? So if you do the follow-up, that's how people like when you show that you're really interested in them and you want to thank them for showing up for your event. Or you have a promotion coming out and you want to keep them in the loop of what's going on, so you send them the promotion advertisement in a newsletter. Engagement campaigns. You have to keep on point when you have an engagement campaign. You have to, send them emails out. Don't be scared to send the emails out. Don't be scared to tell people what you're doing. Do not be scared, because it is the fact that you have accomplished this work of writing a book. You have sat down, taken out your time to create this masterpiece, and you want to share it with the world as much as possible. Consider offering courses, workshops, or consulting to expand your impact. Okay, so I have a friend and she offers consulting. She offers consulting, she offers workshops, and she offers courses. Okay. And she has her topic is around mindset shift. Okay. And she has created courses for this mindset shift. She has created workshops for the mindset shift. And she has created consulting for the mindset shift. That is one of her many activities that she does. And, she's not just she has not stopped at just putting her book out. She has got other things going on. So, make it conducive as an author to create other things for your readers to get involved with. Keep your readers and audience moving from one touch point to another so your book remains visible and profitable. You know, mindset shift is a thing that we all need sometime. We need it. We need that because sometimes we have grown up and thought that we could had to think a certain way, we had to do things a certain way, and now we're trying to break the generational curse of having that mindset, and you need to reset the mindset in order to move on or move in life to another level where God is taking you in this new journey that you are on as a author. Okay? And you have to get out of that stinking thinking, oh, ain't nobody gonna support me, ain't nobody gonna read this book. Um, you don't know that if you don't if you do not step out on faith and go and do these things that God is asking you to do. That is a part of a mind shift change, and she's very good at it. She's very good at what she does. Okay. So we're gonna go back through these again. Your book is a doorway. Build a strong author platform. Engage with your readers. Use your book to attract opportunities. Keep the momentum going. So these are our 5 points for today's newsletter. And I wanted to say, I want to thank you all for coming in today to listen to the More Connection audio newsletter. Now, if there is a topic that you would like me to talk about, I'm open to suggestions. So you can leave your suggestions in the comment box for this podcast. I'm always open and I like your input and I really desire it, to see. And you can always leave your reviews for the podcast as well. So let me know, what you think. Send me your comments and I will read them. I love reading feedback from our audience. Okay. I greatly appreciate you coming in today. And all right, we gotta keep it moving. So I would love to hear from you. And so, all right. So let's do it again next Monday on the More Connection audio newsletter. All right. Talk to y'all later, babies. Bye bye. All right, everyone. And this is your reminder for the post publishing power moves. And I come with you for the topics of the coming week. So here's what we're diving into this week, August 18th through August the 24th, inside Post Publishing Power Moves. August 18th, building reader relationships, turning buyers into loyal fans. August 19th, reader engagement strategies, how to keep the conversation alive. August the 20th, hosting book clubs and Q&As, deepening connections through shared experiences. August the 21st, storytelling and transparency, why your voice matters beyond the book. August the 22nd, using social proof, reviews, testimonials, and reader love. August the 23rd, collaborating with other authors, expanding your audience through partnerships. And August the 24th, celebrating your readers, making them feel seen and appreciated. So these are your topics for the week for the post-publishing power moves. And these daily power moves are designed to help you go deeper in module 4, which is engage with your readers. From my course, Publish Now What? Okay. If you've been wondering how to keep your readers engaged beyond the purchase, this week is packed with actionable strategies. All right. So keep abreast, and I will see you on my YouTube channel every day at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for each of these topics for the post-publishing power moves for each day, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See you then. All right. Are you ready to rediscover who you are, to unlock a new level of self-worth and confidence? Coming to Loving Yourself by Sharice N. Johnson Moore is the book for you. This isn't just a book, it's a journey, a heartfelt guide crafted to help you embrace who you are, heal old wounds, and realize the power of self-love. Sharice N. Johnson Moore shares her own powerful story of transformation, inspiring readers with honesty and wisdom. Coming to Loving Yourself offers you the tools to build self-confidence, overcome life's challenges, and celebrate the incredible person you truly are. Imagine finally letting go of self-doubt and stepping into a life filled with purpose and joy. If you're ready to start loving yourself, this is the book for you. Get your copy of Coming to Loving Yourself today and start the journey that will transform your life. Available now on ShariceNJohnsonMoore.com or Barnes & Nobles and Amazon, because true success begins with loving yourself. If you're ready to take your book beyond the page, I encourage you to join my Publish Now What free webinar starting September the 6th for 2025. And for authors ready to dive deeper, my Publish Now What 6-week course guide, used step by step through building visibility, engagement, and monetization. Early bird enrollment is open now for $147. After October the 1st of 2025, the price increases to $197. Reserve your seat today. The Zoom link for the Publish Now What free webinar will be in the description box for this episode. All right. And want to say, remember. Your book is just the beginning. With intentional engagement, strategic promotion, and the right tools, you can take your book from release day to booked solid. This is Sharice N. Johnson Moore reminding you to stay visible, stay faithful, and keep moving in your God-given assignment. Until next time, keep building momentum beyond publishing. Everyone have a blessed day, and see you next time on the More Connection audio newsletter.